Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah, Jack does love control. I prefer I prefer to maintain order. Um, I don't really enjoy. Yeah, I don't enjoy your stuff, Margot. Anyway,
Controller, controller.
Hey Jack, have you ever heard Terrence McKenna talk about the transcendental object at the end of time, is what he called it, or time wave zero? What you were saying kind of made me think of that. It might not be the exact same thing. We go into it deeper, but um, we are. There's this, and it could just be a thing of perception, but we seem to be approaching this point, like a quote unquote singularity, whether that has to do with AI, but like there can be singularities that aren't AI singularities. That's just something for people to remember. Because you're talking about what people will call woo-woo stuff, but what people will call woo-woo stuff could actually become more normal, prevalent in the coming times as we converge at the tipping point per se, raising consciousness, and the collective, not to be on the hopium, but we need to acknowledge what goes on that we see around us, within us.
Hi, Jack.
God caught. Good to see you.
You have to be really careful when you create ends to history that have never before been seen. And I know people say, well, we never seen cell phones and this and that. Well, I don't accept that out of hand, right? I don't accept that we've never seen technological developments before beyond what we thought possible. There's actually more evidence in certain arenas that this has all happened before. So to create this, as they say, what is it, Occam's razor, a multiplying hypothesis more than necessary? It's a logical fallacy. To create, everyone throughout time has been there sitting there saying, some people have been sitting there saying, oh, any day now, it's all going to be over. The world's going to end. It's the end times. When really, it just seems it's a cycle over and over and over again. So we pick up on that energy that we're coming to an end of an age, a new cycle, a great reset. And, there's evidence to see that and believe that. But there's really no evidence or facts to support that we're going to see some level of creation never before seen, other than maybe a detrimental aspect. And again, I don't say that we haven't seen the good, bad, and the ugly all before over and over again. Again, it's a reality where folks create a subconscious narrative that allows them to do little to nothing and then feel that endorphin rush. Oh, well, we're in a security bubble because we're at like the ascension point, the transcendental object at the end of time.
And that's how all the distractions are, though, right? Like if you look at everything from national politics, which makes people think they're involved in shit when they're not, to just everything. Everything is a distraction.
It's always a hurry up and wait philosophy.
We're basically there.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's going to save us. Jesus is going to save us. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We've already won. Trust the plan. Sit back, shut up, and just wait for us to change things around.
And then on the ground, day to day, everyone's a slave.
That's why I'm here. It's a part of morphic resonance. Past proves future, future proves past. I'm here to tell Talcott he's completely right about what he was saying. I possess telepathic powers as well as psychonetic powers.
Is
and
that
I knew
Wayne Dyercott?
This is Godcott.
Godcott, okay.
Is that above or below, right. Jack?
Are you the actual creator of this realm, or are you just a demigod type creature?
I am the pure personification of Talcott's demiurge inside.
A demonic creature is what I'm going.
I am both his future and his past, and his present. But all there is now. So I am here and I don't exist at the same time.
Yeah, I think he's a reptilian shapeshifter timeline jumper. I'm not accepting this person claiming that they're actual God caught. I think this
Jack,
is some kind of a illusion.
it's obvious that I wouldn't betray myself, and you are myself. This person knows nothing of what they talk about.
It's trying to confuse us. I don't think that makes any sense. Hit it with the holy water.
All I
Try
can
me.
do is be.
Squirt him.
All right, ask him. Tell us something only to Jack Talcott would know about himself.
Paul suffered so that I could enjoy myself.
That
Paul
is true.
suffered so I could enjoy myself.
That's an inevitable truth.
I've gone to jail over and over again so Jack Talcott could live off the military and sit in front of the fireplace. And I'll continue because I love him.
Yeah.
Gonna enable his cult building.
The only truth is truth, and the only truth is Talcott. Goodbye, me, and good luck.
Blessings, God caught. Holy cow.
We all just need to stop being slaves, okay? That's just what I came to, and I'm going to keep pushing this narrative real hard because it's all I got, okay?
Paul,
I got nothing other than that.
I appreciate his realism.
That's stop being slaves, literally. That have to. You hear those voices in your head. Are you a slave? You have to do something. Someone else has to do something. Bullshit. You get to do everything. A sovereign, a free man does what they want. So if you're going to do something, it means you get to do it because that's what you wanted to do.
Right, like Wes Watson will run around jail and beat people up and check people for a whole bunch of political bullshit.
Yeah.
But when it gets right down to rights and freedoms, he'll say, no, I'd rather just create public fucking joinder to my person and my property and pay slave tax and be a good citizen, bitch. So that's why I think it's laughable, right? Like, you might be able to tell me how to work out. I already know how to do that. If I stuck to that, I'd get ripped too. But ultimately, you're not that rare because you're still a citizen slave. Just because you got a few $1 million don't make you rare to me. There's more millionaires day after day, more and more as time goes on. It ain't even that hard at this time with certain avenues to get to that. So you ain't that rare to me unless you're not a fucking slave and you've corrected your status in the record.
Hey,
you decent
you're
credit.
right.
You can leverage yourself up into a paper millionaire like in a year.
Monopoly money.
You
teeter-totter,
can.
right?
I mean, actually,
You can.
yeah, that's something.
I used to be a loan officer. Like you can do that to where you.
Yes,
But now I'm just a Talcottian, I suppose.
Well, you have to give up everything to be given everything back, and we appreciate your contributions.
No, fuck that shit. He already knows I don't do the communist bullshit that he does. Like, I'm okay with all the other stuff that doesn't make sense, but the communism is where I draw the line.
I don't promote communism, though. So here's the thing about West, though.
Talcottianism, dumbass.
I forgot we changed the name again.
Hey, the thing about Wes, I agree with you. He may not understand the method or maybe even the importance of detaching from the system, but I bet he would listen, and I bet he would appreciate that. May even, some exchange some insight into health. That's what I'm talking about.
You cannot tell me that dude is healthy.
What's that?
I do not buy that dude is healthy. We're talking about.
Well, he knows how to get big.
We're talking about the Incredible Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, his testicles are teeny and his heart's about to pop.
Well, he'd help me figure out how to get bigger, quicker, and easier than I could do it myself. Figure it out myself anyway.
Bro, it's like, this is common fucking sense. It's about macros and proper exercise and development of the certain attributes based on what you want to look like, or it's a minimal amount of research, right? It really just comes down to the beingness, the will, and the discipline, like it does with anything else. What the fuck you want is what you'll get. If you really want something, you'll fucking do it. You'll put your all into it, and you'll get the results.
It's also it's an excuse to try and reach him. It's an excuse to
you want to star fuck him, and that's why he told you to go fuck him.
Bullshit. bullshit. He knows
That's
things
what he
I
is,
don't.
dude. He
I bet he
said,
would do it.
he said, so
I
you're
know-
ready to coach people, huh? And
Yes.
then he fucking he got you right out front. You don't even know what happened.
No,
Got you
what
right
it
up.
was
Introduce
was
yourself as
feminine
Beefy.
horn.
He'll know what
Hey.
you mean.
Paul. I know. I trust what this was. This was a coach of his working on his team, one who's probably had some success, and he's pretty fucking arrogant. So he's used to people coming to Starfuck, right? Oh, I'll do whatever you say if you work with me. Here, how many thousands can I give you? That's not me.
That's you in every other venue. Why did you stop here?
No, that's not me.
You gave Moose $1,000 to fucking make gifs and images.
I'm generous to those who offer me support. So yeah, you know,
Jack, I'm ready to sell you some support.
what's available?
Well, I don't know.
What's available?
We can discuss it later. I'm just saying.
He
I
wants
have-
the FE, right? He's looking for the FFE, full friend experience.
I don't offer that, but I can.
Paul, you got to be his agent, bro. You got to be his agent.
I can provide you all the full friend experiences with all the new friends that you will ever need.
With knee rubbing?
Both knees.
Oh,
You ever
That's
had your
tempting
toes
offer.
sucked, Jack? I hear it's a fantastic experience.
No, that does not even. No,
Jack does
You could
the
be having
sucking.
it done
He doesn't
right
want to be
now.
stopped.
no. Have I? No. No, I'm not a feet. I'm not into feet things.
But they might be. Would you deny these beautiful women the feet they desire?
I deny very little.
I don't think any women are in defeat.
yeah, they are. Trust me.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Hashtag trust
Yeah.
me.
People are into all
Trust
sorts of things. Have you ever looked at the categories list on a porn website? Like, there's some shit out there.
I ain't talking about porn. I'm just talking about feet.
People are weird. That's what I realized.
Yeah. Understatement.
Right?
Let's get weird.
Well-
Let's get weird.
So the way to get along with people is to figure out your own tolerance and your own level of weirdness. How much weirdness are you going to allow yourself and your experience? Dude, I've given up. Fucking weird is my life.
Jack, I think there's an evil villain down there broadcasting from the Fortress of Shamitude. Do you see that being down there? It's one of the arch nemesis.
I'm not sure where you're pointing me to.
It's down there. It's down there. I don't want to look at it. It's down in the corner.
Scott?
Is Scott on the outs?
Are you talking about Scott?
Got to be Scott.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of
Excommunicated
Doom,
Scott?
Scott 2B plans his
Or not.
corrupt. No, it's not me. I don't think it's me.
Are you an arch nemesis? I'm confused, man. Normally I get your stuff pretty quick, Paul, but you lost me here.
The merge is weakening.
Damn it, there was something we were talking about though. I forgot what it was.
Must
Hey,
have been a
the
lot.
sad to kind of loop back to something we skimmed over. It's a sad reality, but I think it's true. We are the hope for the world. I think it's up to us to change it.
Why would we want that burden?
What else are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Fuck around and find
Drink
out, right?
Pepsi, talk to weirdos on the internet, play with your hatchets, whatever you want, man. You're free. That's the point.
Well, that's what I want to do.
No, that's what I said. You're ambitious.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Thank you. I just don't
It's
know
not a
how to
good
do
thing.
it yet.
It's not a good thing, right?
I
but
mean,
I think it is.
it's an agnostic thing. It depends on what you do with it, I suppose, what your ambition is towards. But I can say that I'm enjoying it. From my perspective, it's a good thing right now. It could turn terribly wrong really quick the minute that Jack gets all the power and makes money go away and forces everyone to their knees until they get in line with truth. But
Talcott's reign of terror.
Well, I won't be the one reigning. I'm just the one who says, hey, people, stop lying to each other. And then I think we'll figure out who does what when people stop. You know, when people wake up, I mean, serious. I don't know how it's going to.
We should provide these people a place to really concentrate.
like a yacht out in the middle of the ocean where we can isolate them from the poor influence of the world.
Distractions of society, right?
Right.
Really
their family and shit.
What?
Take a play from the L. Ron Hubbard book.
Who? I'm confused.
There's a reference to L. Ron Hubbard. The Scientologists have a ship that they send new recruits out on, and anyways.
Well, you know,
it's a bad idea.
If what I'm saying is going to be labeled as the Talcottian whatever doctrine, I want to start recruiting in Washington, D.C.
Oh, God.
Citizens of the United States government.
I got a couple influential pizza shop owners in Washington. You might want to speak. I got this Alafontis guy on line one.
Hey.
New York or deep dish? New York, probably.
He's probably got better connections. Podcast. He's got better connections than Wes Watson would, as far as the world leaders.
But if you want a wheel of roids smuggled in through somebody's ass in prison, I bet Watson might be the guy.
Hey. You know, he's doing some inspiring things, and you know what? I bet he's got some business smarts too.
I'm talking shit. I don't really know much about the guy.
Looks like he's living pretty friggin' comfortably, so he's doing something. He's convincing enough people.
With your fireplace and your leather chair and your bling.
You know, that's true. I guess I do look like I'm living pretty comfortably. I am living comfortably. Guys, this whole faith thing, the concept of faith, all it is becoming comfortable. That's all it is.
I could just see the Christed being going, hey, brothers and sisters, this is really just about extreme comfort. It's like, get really comfortable with life and slavery.
Not with slavery. Because honestly, I believe that,
truth. We're playing the word game now.
So what if this is God's game, and the part of the game is we're all just characters playing our different roles, but there's some characters that are dealing with a lot of suffering and darkness. And so those of us who aren't, we're here to have this opportunity to bring hope to those who are in need, to bring support where it's needed. What if there's a
plot twist and we're just like meddly, terrible neighbors?
That's what it is. Everyone's meddly, terrible neighbors, man. They're like arming themselves against each other, building these tall fences,
So maybe the next trademark you should purchase is faith through comfort.
I do like that one. That's better than Heaven's Ambassador.
And then you open up a bed. What do you call those? Comforters. They're called Christ comforters. The Tempur-Pedic mattress your way to inner space and all that.
Slow down, man. I can't type this.
Living without discomfort. That's it.
There we go. Faith is the path. I'm telling you. Because that's all it is. The whole idea of self-development, the whole idea of ascension is to be you, but not be you like an asshat. It's kind of that. That's all it is.
Like Nubs.
Right. Don't do like Nubs, and then you're a good way there. At least the way he's shown himself here.
Don't be a nub.
Well, what if it really is that simple? Because I'm telling you, everything I'm learning and I'm trying to build. Actually, I'm lying. I'm not lying. I was going to say I've been building on my knowledge of scripture, but I haven't spent any time.
It was written by Jesuits anyways. You could probably write a better one
You don't want
from
to
the
get
hip right
Talcott
now.
on the stand, right?
I know.
Lying, Your Honor.
He'll be like, no, I'm lying about that, Your Honor.
Well,
It depends what your definition of is.
I don't want to present myself in ways that are untrue. And the thing about the Bible, though, is there's a lot of truth there. And I really think humans, all of us, we're just overcomplicating it. All we got to do is trust that our spirit is leading us to greater things. That's where I was going to go with the Bible. I keep coming across these scriptures, these reminders and claims that God loves us. God is good, right? The good is God. And so if we're seeking the good and the good is with us, God's all around, man.
What if you're just being pacified to the devil so he can fuck you over easier?
Honestly, I've questioned myself many times. What if you're lying to yourself, Jack? What if you're wrong? All right. If I'm wrong, I'm still in this exact same spot, and I still don't have any answers. So I may as well believe that I'm right. That there's something bizarre going on, that God's with me.
Stellar Talcottian logic.
Yeah.
We call that flexible logic.
Well, you start with the premise that you're correct, and then you work your way out from there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the cornerstone of your
Regardless of
understanding of
results.
things.
Well, I don't know what I'm wrong about, because honestly, I'm saying follow the way.
You're wrong about being right. That's the thing. It's this really causal thing that shows itself everywhere. Because you've assumed that you're right with no causality. And
I know how this fucking sounds.
Well, there's your first clue.
I've never been.
He goes, I know that I'm going to sound like an egoic narcissistic cult leader, but here we go.
I've never been proven wrong.
Great. That's great stuff.
There's been no opportunity for me to face the fucking accusations, nor to present. This is why I think I'm right.
Hey, can you say that again for the Talcott clip collection? I think I talked over it.
I don't remember what I said.
Say, I've never actually in life been proven wrong.
Yeah, I don't believe I have been proven wrong yet.
And to this point in life, I'm bulletproof as well, as far as I'm aware.
You could be.
I might be.
But the logic to support that would be very slim. I mean...
As far as you know, but are you going to come prove that?
Yeah, there's a big difference here. You're you, and he's him. So,
well, no, I get
glaring lack of evidence for that claim, Niall. I don't know if you're aware.
I get that idea. Just because I've never been caught doesn't mean doesn't mean I'm innocent. But I'm telling you, I mean, here's the questions. If I'm wrong about my faith, then I should be more afraid. I should be less confident. I should be more insecure. I should be maybe selling my time and energy where I don't feel it would be valued. Maybe I should be settling. Right. Well, I was told I should get on my knees and beg for my job back. Um,
That's
I
not
didn't
going to
think
help.
that
They've
was-
written you off as an insane person. That definitely isn't going to get them to change that ruling.
Dude.
So.
Paul, one of these days, actually, you should see some of the paperwork I got for this. Some of the charges.
I can
against
imagine,
me and
Talcott.
shit. It's hilarious.
Like the termination paperwork. Is that what you're talking about?
Like a
You didn't have to get
psychological
charged or anything.
evaluation paperwork.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that thing is hilarious.
Can I please see that too? If you share it with Paul, or like, let me know. I'll keep your secret. Moose can run my background or whatever.
Yeah, you want to talk about selling a book? My father's trying to sell that book he wrote. Forget that. I want to publish the Talcott files. Right?
Hell yeah.
Pre-order this.
Evaluation.
Jack, we figured out how to raise funds to expand the group.
A strange thing happened on the way to the post office. I think that should be the story.
This book could be your ticket to be your TED Talk, which stair steps you to the UN. And then who
Fucking
knows what-
right.
Yep.
You know what? I may bring up some of those documents now that I'm thinking about it,
There you go.
I'll
Fuck
put
'em.
my email in the private chat.
so that you guys can see some of the bullshit that I've been dealing with. Because it really
Coming
does.
this
It
summer,
seems...
Jack Talcott, I've never been wrong.
There you go.
I've been wrong plenty of times. This is what I mean too. I spent most of my life being wrong. So now I'm pretty sure I know that I'm right.
What happens when a man spends his whole life being wrong and now is convinced he's quite right?
This next ticket is going to be the winner here, buddy.
Right. Oh, I
Yeah.
heard those words as I was saying them. That
How about
doesn't sound.
A story of escaping slavery by making them force you to leave. You know, you just flip the script on it.
That's kind of what happened.
I wasn't
didn't
fired.
really-
I devised a clever plan to make me leave. You know, the Talcott.
It wasn't my idea. This was serious. I'm just playing this part, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But
So when we
Yeah,
conquer
all of
the
a
world,
sudden-
what will we do with people who don't want to accept truth and insist on continuing to lie?
Kill them.
yeah, that's an option.
Okay.
No, when people start seeing
option.
things change, when people aren't being, well, the punishments and the rewards, once there's mercy being shown and, more righteousness amongst us, I think people will be more willing to share the truth.
I heard if you stagger the punishments with like periods of surprising niceness and generosity, it really softens them up more to the message of goodness.
Good tactic for manipulation. Yeah.
Starvation
Well,
always
that's the
works.
thing, right? Every person, every slave, we won't call them people. Every slave that we kill, we will distribute their resources out to the rest of the about to live. So that will
We're gonna
keep
have to
the
change the
morale
kill
up,
word
right?
too.
Dispatch.
Guys, there is so many ways, and
We returned them to the comfort.
Tell you, you know what? I do feel a sense of urgency. I watched a documentary earlier today called "Eating Our Way to Extinction" or some shit. I mean, there is so many problems happening. We need to address this crap. The pollution of our oceans, our rivers, the air.
What if there aren't any problems except for the ones that you create through your own imagination?
Yeah.
Well,
When's the last time you looked at the ocean?
it's been a while. I haven't made it.
Pretty
Maybe
big
there's
motherfucking ocean.
no pollution in there at all. Maybe it's
Oh no. I mean, I do trust a lot of there's a lot of good people sharing information in their stories here on YouTube. There's a lot of people doing a lot of good things. And there's a lot of people doing some evil things. So I think it's time for those of us on the side of the good, we
Kill
can
them?
start doing a little bit more.
mm-hmm.
And what more means, that's everyone. Every one of us can figure out our path.
I want to do a series with you like Nat Geo, but instead of like the, drone
David.
going around the earth and showing you beautiful things. I want it to be "We're completely fucked," narrated by Jack Tapp. And
I
it's
should
just
do that.
drone images of one side of the world to the other of all the horrible things that need to stop and end, and then bring awareness to all these slaves about what they're doing and creating.
And help them live without fear by bringing awareness to the problems. I got you.
Well, yeah, you have to put them in an extreme fear state in order to teach them how to live without fear, if that makes sense. So
I get you.
People
can we
need to
make
start.
kids kill their parents so that they have nothing else to be fearful of after that.
Well, Alexa's working on that. I don't know if you've heard. Our best
I
people
haven't.
are on that.
I forgot what you said.
He said he wants you to star as David Attenborough in the next National Geographic.
Thank you. There is some truth to that, though. Sometimes we do need a wake-up call, each of us in our own lives. Kind of, hey, dumbass, if you don't change your ways, look at what's going to happen to you.
Hey, dumbass.
Yeah.
I had to do that with my son today.
Did you?
Pretty much.
Did you say your son or yourself?
My son and myself too. I do that on a daily basis, but we ain't gonna talk about me.
So how did you reconcile having a country accent? Is that what you had to do today? You had to reconcile that?
Hey, I deal with it every day, my whole life.
Where you from? You from Georgia? No, you're Tennessee.
No, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Oh, okay. I'm from Georgia.
Right in that Mason-Dixon line.
Isn't that band?
Mason-Dixon.
Okay, I don't know.
Isn't there like a rap country group or something?
Sounds right, yeah.
Or Texas,
Seems
Georgia.
right.
It's not a genre I like.
So what about the idea of us all doing a little more?
Like what?
I'm trying to do less, man. I think I can correct
Damn,
all the
Jack, I just got off
beliefs.
fucking work, dude. I was just selling chips. What more you want me to do today?
Selling.
Yeah, I just did 12 hours, Jack. Fuck. So what are we gonna do now?
I guess if you don't care about the world's problems, then
remember Christ through comfort. I got to go lay in my Tempur-Pedic bed so that I don't pollute.
Have you earned that, or are you living in a lie?
All right.
Jack, I've been quiet down here in the corner, patiently waiting for something to be said that I could buy into. Me doing shit ain't it. I'm tired as fuck. Long day. Had 2 hours sleep last night, so I'm gonna sit back and just listen. If you come up with an idea I can grab onto, I'll be on with it. But yeah, doing more ain't it today.
A lot of people with little faith on this panel tonight, Jack.
Maybe little energy too. I know
maybe if you spent some time hanging from your thumbs in the dungeon, you'd have a little bit more pep in your step to do good.
I have to leave enough faith out there for everybody else to hang on to. That's why I have such little faith.
Who's ever seen somebody with a urinary tract infection go fucking just sideways?
I've never even seen a urinary tract infection.
Just pour cranberry juice on it. You'll be fine.
Look, I was up all night with my mom last night and had her taken by ambulance to the hospital today. UTI, they're fucking doing cultures on it. And I swear to God, she thought it was raining in the house last night. She fucking thought the house was flooded. She was standing in the water. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
So, yeah, that doesn't excuse you not helping bring about utopia.
I know. 2 hours sleep and I'm fucking burnt. But I'll tell you, man, I'd never known anything about like that. I guess I may have heard about it in the past, but never any experience like this. This was fucking. I literally thought she was full dementia.
That's cool, man. It's pretty gross to hear about, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ! With this,
not to be insensitive.
What's been talked about here? Oh. Moving right along, I'm going back.
Look into sorry to hear about it. Look into Foley catheters. It's an inbound catheter that stays inside of you. That way you don't have any retention from urine.
Look at how pissed Jack looks.
Yeah.
No,
Jack's in good spirits tonight.
What's that?
I said Jack's in good spirits tonight.
I'll help you tomorrow, Jack.
Beautiful. Get some rest, brother. I am wondering. My thought was maybe it is time to wrap it up for the night.
God damn it.
That wasn't my
Well-
plan. I wanted to stay here and peacefully fucking listen. That's
Hey,
all I've been
dumbass.
I'm always hoping that we can discuss what we might be able to do, but every time I bring up my ideas, it turns into, I guess I'm a joke. And there's not really any interest in trying to talk about what we can do. We just want to make fun of what I say. So we can wrap it up.
I don't think that was my intention. I was making fun of me being tired. But I'll tell you this, people
God
being
damn,
here,
Scott.
that's what you're doing moving forward, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the long run, a lot of discussions keep kind of moving the ball forward. Eventually, you'll see that progress. I don't think you don't. Talcott clips, all these things being done. There's a lot of progress around you. It's just going to take one day, one person to get noticed, and it might be a snowball effect. Don't be afraid of that. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing
Please
good.
don't accuse me of being afraid.
I didn't say you.
How dare you,
Said,
Scott?
don't be afraid of that. Like I'm afraid of something, or you think I'm afraid of something. I'm not, Scott.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Look here.
Scott,
You're
fucking getting
tired.
fucked up.
You're tired. I don't mean to. Hey, dumbass.
Well, I think that there was some solid recommendations about the documents or the publications.
Well, I think, Jack, just to address your comments of making things a joke, if you're going to expand your knowledge of Scripture, there's Proverbs 27:17, the iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
You know, iron sharpens iron, a man's face sharpens the face of another. You know, if your ideas need to be scuffed up a little bit, sharpen them up. You shouldn't view it as making fun of somebody. You know, if we're going to challenge it a little bit, just
It's not being challenged. It's being mocked, ignored, and deflected. Every time I speak about what I'm hoping, it gets interrupted, ignored, or deflected, or mocked, or disagreed with. It's not. We don't really spend a lot of time elaborating the things I'm trying to say, but that's fine. God's will is God's will. I try to do what is most enjoyable for me. And I've already spent a number of hours on the panel and doing this online stuff. So I guess I've done what Scott is saying I'm doing. I just want to do more.
What's your next evolution in your mind of things? Where do you want it to go, Jack? I mean, I know you want to meet some people and stuff like that, but by God, my plan would be to find out who they were near and how you could get near somebody that's near them or in the arena that they're in, the people that you want to meet. I know you called Wes. Maybe you could find out if he's doing a seminar and go to the seminar without actually trying to, call him or anything. Just show up. I mean, I don't know. My take is success leaves clues. I've told you this, and somehow or another, you got to, anything you want, you just got to find somebody that's done it and do what they did to do it. I mean, there's people that have gone.
What is the next step, though? I mean,
no one's done what I'm proposing doing, Scott. And, because of that, you guys don't seem to want to have any interest in it. So, Scott, any more general advice for me?
Well, no advice. Just curious. I mean, I love the idea of ending wars. I just see the plausibility of it with a war machine being slim. I mean, we have the
great. Take your
industrial-
disbelief somewhere else. I've heard
wasn't
enough
gonna
of it.
say that,
Everyone's
but
got fucking disbelief, Scott.
Well, that's not a disbelief.
Okay, right. Then what is it? If I'm wrong, what is it? If
It's
disbelief
looking at
is
the
wrong,
military-industrial complex that runs everything. So if you were going to stop wars, I think that you should go at what's causing the wars rather than stop. Let's stop this exorbitant amount of money that's being just squandered on wars. That's where
right.
you start.
That's what I'm trying to do. Who spends the money? Who makes the decisions to spend the money?
How
The
does that
citizens
happen?
in the American government. Who have I been saying I want to talk to, Scott? It's not you.
The UN.
No offense, dumbass.
The UN, but the Pentagon is the center of the whole world's fucking military
Yep.
might.
So let's talk to them and tell them we've had enough.
Well, I mean, and then you got, a number of choices when you go into the Pentagon. You got a couple branches of the military. So what's at the center of it all? What would you think the center of the Pentagon would be? I mean, I don't know
Who cares? Let's think about what the purpose is, why we're even thinking these conversations.
Well, you have a corporatocracy, so it's even if you get to the Pentagon, who's giving them money? You're outside the Pentagon, back into the private sector again. Where's all the money coming from? That's what you want to stop.
Right.
I mean,
I want to end the Federal Reserve. We can break free of this bullshit money system. We can break free of the prisons and the wars and all of this crap. We can spend days just talking about the problems, whatever you want to do.
Well,
man.
I mean, it's going to take years, if not decades, to end these
Sure,
problems. If you think
it's been hundreds.
Talking about it's hard
We'll
to
just
do.
wait till the next lifetime.
What?
We'll wait for someone else to do it, maybe the next lifetime.
No, I mean, if you're worried about talking, for days or even weeks or months about this, then this may be too big a fucking project to undertake.
Is it? Actually, you could also consider the other side that I've been saying. I'm tired of talking. I want to do more. Matter of fact, I'd like to talk about doing more, but we can't even have that fucking conversation for some reason.
We're seriously doing it right now.
Are we?
Well, I am, you are, and you're actually not embracing that. You're actually saying, okay, I want more, but what is that? What does more mean? I mean, I'm just trying to give you some spitball ideas, and I'm fucking burnt out. But I'll tell you, if you want to start checking the fucking records, the money being spent is all kinds of fucking different places, and it's all bad. I mean, you listen to Paul, you listen to other people, you can fucking hear this shit left and right. There's a lot of dark people in this world, okay? And changing that, I don't know, man. That's a tall order, in my opinion.
All right, great. Anything else?
Well, that's not meant to throw you for a loop. It's meant to,
Why should I care that you don't think it's possible?
I didn't say it's not possible. I said,
well, you think it's unlikely. You think it's a lot of challenges. Maybe it's too much effort for you, but it's not for me. So I'm not sure what you're offering me. Scott, I'm sorry. I don't mean to take my frustration out on you.
You can do whatever you want. I don't really care that way.
You're tired too.
I'm looking for an answer to your questions, but they seem to be really wide open, the answers, and you don't want to accept it. I'm coming up.
When you shut up, you'll understand.
That's a good
come up with some sort of an answer that you'll take and accept for what it is. It's just
what answer would you take or accept, Scott?
That it's too goddamn big if you can't.
All right, great. You can go believe that and have a good night, Scott. Go believe that it's
pile of trash behind his big.
You can't do anything. What's that?
I said that pile of trash behind Scott was pretty fucking big too. Did you see all that shit?
I did not, but now I'm curious.
Am I hallucinating? Goddamn, look like a hoarder.
It's.
No wonder he ain't gonna fucking do nothing. Can't even clean up his goddamn room.
Dumbass.
We can all do better. We can all do more. I mean, really, that's the only thing I've been trying to encourage.
I think you're just trying to understand the logistics, not the concepts.
Well, don't overcomplicate it. This is what I've been repeating and offering, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It's God's game, man. I'm just here being me. The truth is simple. The only thing that matters is right now. The only thing that matters now is what we do. And when we believe that the world cannot change, when we spend our time finding excuses, and then we spend more time talking about excuses and then arguing about excuses and then defending our excuses and making blame for, we can't, it's not my fault I have excuses. It's their fault I've got excuses. That's what I feel like I'm dealing with. And so the way of the Christ is so simple. Rid yourself of excuses and blame, and then your conscience becomes clear. And that was the thumbnail of the thing too, whatever it said. The clear conscience is the path to peace. I'm frustrated, guys.
I see that.
But please, I've said it. I believe, from my perspective, after observing all of the evidence that I know, I believe there is something worthy of attention from others. Okay? If someone would please investigate my story, start asking the other people involved some questions, I think we could get some more answers. If I'm right, what's that?
The documents. We got to get your documents, Jack. We got to get them out. We got to get them going. We got to fucking make a book.
I
We got
put
to
my
make some
email
money.
in the chat, so if Moose can like save it or do his Moose stuff.
I wouldn't let Moose fuck with it. That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
Whatever the fuck that's worth.
Handling the things.
Enough. Well, here's the thing, though. If I'm right,
you said you was right. What do you mean if? You said you was right.
So far, none have appreciated the fact that I might be right. And if I'm right, well, there is a path to the United States government with the purpose of trying to end wars and reform the corruption that we all know about.
Well, no one can understand your vision, though.
That's because none have said, yes, Jack, we believe that ending wars is a good idea. What can we do? Or none have said, Jack, you've been asking for someone to look into this. Who else is involved? Who can I talk to? What's going on? And then you like call my ex-wife or my son or my neighbors and say, hey, what's going on with this guy, Jack? What's your side of the story? And then they're going to tell you things they've imagined. And then you just say, well, what is true? What are the facts? I lost my family and my career because of people's imaginations.
I believe that. Hey, everybody thought there was a fucking deadly disease 3 years ago.
Amen. Right? Well, at some point, the truth is always there, whether people accept it or not.
Right.
And so I'm trying to show the people who were involved in my past the truth. Margot Davey, if you're still there, please bring your happy ass up.
Come on, please, Margot.
Mar-Lago, please.
I would say I would love to help you out, but I'm part of the new union that's formed, which is the pro-labor, anti-work union. So what you're saying, it requires work, and I'm pro-labor, but I'm anti-work, and
you're like a jumbo shrimp down there.
If you're doing what you want, is it really work? And so if you want to join, there's no work involved. I mean, that's what Jesus said too. My yoke is light. Join me, the work is easy. I think that's what God wants us to do. I don't know if I'm right or not, but I've been following my faith and allowing myself to live a simple life because of the fact that I know, should I be able to restore justice? Well, there's been harms. And so if I can convince people to provide the remedy that's appropriate, well, fuck, my life becomes amazing again.
Let me ask you a question. If hypothetically you failed at restoring justice or ending wars or whatever, would you be dissatisfied with your life?
I don't think so, but where I'm at now, I'm at a place where I never thought I would be. I never thought I'd be talking about God and faith and crazy things like trying to speak to people in government. Never thought I'd be there, but where I'm at now is I've surrendered to God. Seriously. I am
Fucking
Jack.
flies. God damn it.
I'm Jack, and all I know how to do or be is Jack. And so I trust that I will be the best Jack that I can wherever God allows me to go. I go where I want. I do what I want within the resources and ideas I can come up with. So if I follow this, which this is how I've been living, it's been developing stronger in what I'm saying, this living in faith and living in the present. It's been growing over the past several years. So I don't know. I don't know where the future will be. And this is what I've been saying too. I honestly, I remember living in this house, being miserable, having a drinking problem, having people who cared about me in my life. I remember those memories. They're so distant. I don't remember the feelings. And so I actually wonder, what could my life be like if I have another human being in my life? Now that I live this way, where I'm actually attentive and caring and driven, motivated, now that I'm living this way, what could my life be like?
And I think you've embraced the removal of all attachment, because if you don't have all these people around you, then you've embraced pure comfort, which is no attachment. So it's the very thing you're seeking. So I think your thinking is in conflict with what you're doing, but what you're saying is in congruency with what you're doing. So I'm gonna live without work. I think I'm gonna try that out. See where it takes me. It works for you. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna live without work. I'm gonna live without work.
If you're gonna do it, you're gonna get some fears. So you got to figure out how to live without the fear as well.
Well, that's why.
But if you're not working, how are you gonna
through faith? Faith through comfort. So I'll lay in bed, get more faith, live without work, and there I go.
You don't have to lay in bed. You just have to capture gratitude wherever you go.
Yeah.
And then as you have gratitude wherever you go, your faith will be there. And if you're living without work, well, you'll have plenty of time and energy to serve others. And as you serve others, I believe in the laws of exchange. And I believe when value is offered, even if money's not involved, there's an abundance and exchange of value that does occur.
Mow people's lawns while they're at work. So then when they get home, they owe you something.
Well, your spirit would guide you with where you go. If you're living consciously in gratitude with the purpose of faith and trusting in the divine, and you want to live a life without work, well, as long as you don't consider service to be work, you can do whatever you want. But we are here to serve each other. We are here to make a better world together. So I believe.
I agree.
Lori, welcome. The timing is ideal. You missed some of my frustration, and
He kicked Scott. Scott was the dog, and he kicked him.
Well, before Scott, though, didn't we have Nubs and Moose here earlier too?
Nubs didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Oh, is Moose in the doghouse?
If he continues what he's doing, absolutely.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little behind on that thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, the drama. He's worn out his welcome with me as far as recently, and my patience has been. Well, it's hard to continue extending patience for those who don't offer you respect.
That's true.
Right? And without gratitude, is there really any respect? I don't think so. So I haven't seen much respect nor gratitude from him. I've heard the words. And here I am. We are all here to iron sharpens iron. We're all here to strengthen each other. But it's got to be done with truth.
So you're saying Moose's job is open for the taking?
Yes. Well, actually, I'm really trying to figure out the best way to get Paul.
Moose's rectum is open for the taking as well, in case anyone's interested.
Paul, send you out.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
What do you want Paul to do? Rub your knees? I bet he's got strong hands. He'll do it.
Welcome, Joe. Cool.
Hey, how you doing?
Not because of the timing, but any stretch. But I was saying that I am feeling maybe wrapping it up. I don't have the stamina for this stuff and the endurance that Paul has built up.
Yeah. I have no idea what you guys really walked in.
That's what she said, Jack.
You guys even talking about.
Well, maybe Paul needs to hold down the fort while you take 10 or something, smoke a cigarette,
get you a cup of coffee, Jack.
Yeah, I just got tea and come here with
it's Friday night. Fuck, it's just 10:20.
To smoke and fuck with you, Jack. I just got my tea and weed, bro. But
we live without work, so it's always Saturday or Friday night.
I work.
Good. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Wait till we get our own fucking towel stream, and then we can do private stuff, and then we could get these women up here and get them fully naked, and then they could call me evil and call you evil, but we'll have a good time.
Your channel, Paul. You get
yeah,
all
like
the bad
Howard
pictures.
Stern, right? We'll go to satellite, but that'll be
take it to a
payment.
private session, charge pay-per-view for admission.
Paul get all the
We can start a Friday night
Jack,
show, Talcott. It's like you leave your guru outfit at the door,
and he changes into his pimping gear.
This woman Mimi over here just keeps talking about squirting ever since you brought it up. I think she's feeling freaky. She keeps talking about it and bringing it up. I think she wants to see what you're all about.
Don't let her do it. Tell her not yet.
No? Delayed gratification?
Yep. Ask again tomorrow.
Hey, let me address, if I may. Scott, sometimes you frustrate me. Sometimes I have the patience for it. Earlier, I did not have the patience. I was feeling tired, and I didn't mean to offer you disrespect. But I'm telling you, I don't think you've understood me well enough for the amount of advice that I keep receiving from you, or suggestions, if you don't want to call it advice.
I can accept that. I accept your apology, and my apologies if you feel like I derailed your train of thought. My thoughts were just, I'd like to see small victory, big win. And that's the way I see things working out the best. So that takes planning and effort. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen anything like that fucking happen. So if I was going to guess how I would make it happen, I'd take a little bit of examples from what I've done in the past and put pen to paper and come up with a goddamn idea, a real plan. There's nothing wrong with me saying that, Jack. I don't want to fucking bend your ear and make you feel bad about it. I just think that that's probably how you could sell a Wes Watson, how you could say, a fucking 5-line.
Hey, Scott, if I showed you several of the plans, would you stop suggesting this to me?
Dumbass.
I've asked you for some kind of dossier or something. If you have something that I could fucking get into your head with, I'd love to see that world.
When you shut up, you'll understand.
All right.
I mean, seriously. You're fucking, I'll send you an email or whatever. No problem, dude. You don't have to either. I'm not questioning you. I'm not cornering you.
No, I understand, but I've played this game before. No offense, Scott. I've played this game. Well, give it to me like this. No, give it to me like this. Now give it to me like this. And I spent all this fucking time trying to please people. only for them to just, okay, and then they walk away, and then I get fucking nothing. So
So you
if you
do
want
have
me
a
to
plan.
satisfy your curiosity, I'll go dig out some of the stuff I've put together.
You do have
I
a
don't
plan, Jack. You put something together.
Well, the plan involves what you guys want to reject.
Well,
It involves
I'm asking this
including.
on paper. I'm sorry. I would have asked that second, but you have something written on paper?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
written stuff out a bunch of different ways.
All right. No, I didn't know.
Jack's fucking Eisenberg, man. What are you talking about?
Is Eisenberg?
Well-
Eisenberg.
You don't write down the recipe. Come on now. That's a rookie mistake.
He's got it. He's got it right here. Jack's got the fucking recipe right here, buddy.
There's a lot of that.
Oh,
But I
go.
have written out. I've written out plans. I've written out course structures. I've
Go get
written
one.
out
Read it off now. Go get one. Read it off.
speeches.
Go
What?
get one. Go get one of the plans of how you're gonna pull this off and read it off to us.
I think we could
No,
take 10,
not
get a
right
coffee,
now. I'll
and
get
let's
it out
dig into
later.
one of them. I'm down for it.
It comes what I'm referring to. It's a path of communication in order to have conversations with the citizens of the United States government.
Go get it. I'm interested.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's-
I'm interested.
I've written out that path. I've also written out my ideas for growing in the coaching area, self-development. As far as I had plans for going to high schools, colleges, developing video courses, doing the online marketing and all that crap. And you know what? I had a lot of ideas, but I've spent a lot of time going in different directions, and here I am.
Wait. Was that to say that you haven't done any of these ideas you wrote down?
Joe, I have been saying for whatever reason for 5 years, people have not allowed me the opportunity to succeed. Okay.
Oh, okay. That was great. I haven't known you for 5 years. We just
Nope.
met. And and it sounded like the way you just said that I've written down a bunch of good shit, but here I am. Is that
Yeah.
to say I've written these things, but I have yet to follow them, or I haven't followed them? Is that what you just mean?
I've done everything that I could on my own. Everything else that I wanted or tried to achieve required the cooperation
All
of
right.
other human beings.
Okay. All right. I'm still
So-
interested when you get a chance. I want to see that shit. I'm gonna rad you like, you know, like a.
You know what, Joe?
Yeah.
If you have interest, I will dig it out.
My man, I do.
I'll
I'm
find
trying to
that.
get you
We-
to the
I think
fucking
we all do.
UN, man. Shit.
I'll find it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe this is what I need too. I mean, that's right. I started off the day too with the coaching call. I forgot about that part of the day. Holy shit.
Jack,
Um,
I've trained. If you want to hear this, I'll tell you. I've trained multiple people in different disciplines, from sales to marketing, for different things. Okay, and the one thing that I always try and get them to do right off the bat is commit several things to paper, things that they want to improve about themselves. Okay, things that they see as strong points already that they don't need to improve. Okay, things that they want to accomplish, but I never say in the next month, in the next 5 years. Okay, because in the next month or in the next year, that may be too short a time. And if you get 6 months down the road and don't feel like you've made enough progress, you might give up. I don't want to see you do that. But once you start committing paper, the ideas that you have for what you want to accomplish, they become more real to you. Do you think
Scott-
they might become more real to us if we can feel that sort of realness out of you?
Yeah, he ain't said nothing.
Hey,
foul,
Scott, you know, I appreciate the advice, but I've actually invested a considerable amount of money, time, and energy studying techniques for coaching and self-development and goals and all of this stuff, which I happen to talk about pretty regularly. But thank you for teaching me.
I'm not trying
Dumbass.
I'm trying to give you a few suggestions, brother. I want to see you get everything you want. How to do that? It remains. I mean, you're going to get it someday. I hope.
We will. All of us
We
will. We
will. I
definitely
like
will.
that. He said we will.
All of us
We
will. We
will. I
definitely
like
will.
that. He said we will. He didn't say I will. He said we
Amen.
will.
I think we all will. We're all on different paths, but look, holy shit, here we all are.
There we are.
Right? So there is a we that's happening. And I've got great faith, great hopes for the future. And it's not just for me, it's for all of us.
Even Scott.
Not me.
No, especially Scott.
Wait. Let's give Scott some shit for a minute. Scott, what are your plans and what do you do on a daily basis?
Oh man,
We've been there.
Well, man, Flo stayed over there like, no,
vetoed.
Vetoed. I agree. I second that.
Maybe another time, man, or whatever.
If you want to put the grill to Scott, then I think that we should go about marketing coaching. A marketing coach would tell somebody to clean their room before offering advice.
Right.
Oh, clean the room. Yeah, neither my room or the office right here is straight right now because of a bunch of stuff shifting around. If you notice the background of this place from last night to today, I stayed up all night because I had to keep an eye on my mom. So I just pulled shit out of the closet, started trying to organize stuff, rearrange this whole office. It is not together at all. These are all boxes that's why shit out of that closet right there.
For, man.
What?
StreamYard has green screen built
in.
in.
That's what the green screen is for.
Right.
Yeah, no. I could do that, but I was fucking. But this is just all fucking files and shit. I've bunch of shit from there. Moved this way, came out from stored underneath the tables and the desk. The closet. I'm moving stuff around to try and reorganize and get rid of a bunch of shit that doesn't need to be here. Mom's got files from 2010. This stuff has to go in the attic or something. It doesn't need to be in the office. So I got, if it looks like between my mom and I both, we have probably more shit, but I can fucking wheel a computer right out and sit in front of the fireplace. It'll look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. Sit in the dining room and that'll look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner.
Jack's already got the fireplace look locked down. I think Jack's already got the fireplace look locked down.
Well, I got the 80-inch over it. I mean, so we can put this fucking,
just as long as it doesn't look better than Jack's fireplace. I think you probably
yeah. I think that's a faux pas. Yeah,
I would light a fire in it though. I mean,
that's where you fuck up. That's why he has to keep kicking you.
Yeah.
Right, you're always trying to outdo motherfuckers, right?
Yeah. If you just stop pissing on the floor, you wouldn't have to get kicked so much, Scott.
Dude, I'm not housebroken. I'm fucking not housebroken. I don't know what to do. It's been fucking my whole life.
It's fair, Jack. If someone is asking you, what have you done? Have you put pen to papers or whatever they're asking you? It's fair to switch it around and ask that motherfucker. So next time you feel uncomfortable, rather than getting defensive, flip it, ask him his shit.
Thank you, Joe.
Or consider that they're maybe asking what to do.
Well, listen, maybe it's someone who wants to see what your ideas are so they can see if there's some way they could help you. If they see an outline, they could take 20 ideas that you have in an outline and go, oh, these two I can jive with. Here, this one I might be able to get this friend to help with. But without seeing the picture, you can't develop a picture in your own mind.
I agree. I think it'd be helpful if I see something and I'm like that. I want to refine his process. And Jack, you are not very open to it because I see 20 and I'd be like, these are your best three. Don't get mad at me. Yeah.
Hey, actually, you guys got the wheels turning. Thank you, Joe. And Scott. I mean,
the wheels on the bus go.
It's been a while since I've
Flow state gets blown off.
I get no gratitude, no appreciation, no respect.
Right, Flow state didn't contribute at all.
It's going positive, okay? Just stay back.
Jack, go ahead. We just have
wheels
fun,
on the bus go round and round. You're having a good thought. Go on.
I was going to say, depending on the schedule tomorrow, maybe I will. I'll dig out some of the old stuff and maybe I'll put together something to present. A game plan of what we could do.
Can I give you a suggestion? I don't want
Here
to
we
see
go.
it
Go
tomorrow.
ahead, Scott.
Can we
Fuck.
stop
Yeah,
it?
I
I
thought
don't
she
want to
was
see
going
it tomorrow.
purple,
I want
right?
you to
But
take your work and I want you to put together a plan for this time next week and put together a fucking Talcott plan, a Talcottian experience.
so rather than take a
Hey,
day,
dumbass.
Somebody
you
Yeah,
doesn't
just want
want to
I'm
see
not going to
Scott.
put a
assign
lot of,
homework to Jack while he's trying to
yeah.
get you to understand things.
No, if I believed that there would be a change or a result from the effort, I don't know. I'll give it some
Can
thought
I
and
say
put some
this? I'm just looking
attention.
for an outline, not 25 pages of
Right.
draft, just an
Yep.
outline. It's only 3 pages, maybe 2, maybe 5 if you consider it that, but it has some depth of thought. That's why I want to give you more than a day to do it. I don't want you to just fucking do.
Just because you have a mouth doesn't mean you have to fucking use it.
But you can wait till the last minute and spit it out next Thursday or Friday early in the morning, and we'll be
I
all
would
right.
love to fucking see you face to face.
Come on, let's go, Jack. Let's
Who
go.
was that?
I
Who was
got
that
you,
talking to?
motherfucker.
What a fucking insecure bitch, man.
That's not often, but sometimes.
I'll bring something up. I've been meaning to do a presentation anyway on the benefits of ending wars and secrets. I mean, it seems obvious, but there is a shit ton of things that, if there was a visual representation, maybe people would think about. I've been meaning to try and
even that, Jack, having a heading, ending wars and secrets on that piece of paper, you already got me, bro. A few bullet points, right? And now you're suddenly that guy. You know.
You know what? These are inspiring conversations. Thanks.
Then kick me to the back again, goddamn! I'm just the fuck up.
God.
You
No.
like the abuse. I see what's going on here. Get him out of here. This is his fetish.
No, I do want to bring up one thing though, Jack. Be careful about how much you poke up at a bear like the fucking military industrial complex, because I don't know if it's $100, $1,000, $1,500, $1 million that they give. If they don't like somebody, the back of their head's going to come off.
We don't want you to hang yourself, basically.
Yeah, I've thought of that. Honestly, I mean, I know how it sounds. It sounds really stupid now, but
they won't do shit. They won't do shit, bro.
Thor's
against God.
I believe that God is with me. I believe I'm protected, honestly. I used to think that maybe that's why my family and everyone left me, was that I was going to succeed. I was going to somehow confront the Federal Reserve, and maybe I was going to get taken out. But by my family and everyone being out of my life, they were safe. Well, that hasn't happened. So I guess they're still safe, and I'm still safe. I'm still want the Federal Reserve. And
don't forget, we're pushing you into the fight, so you're safe for now.
Yeah, blame Scott when the men with the black suits and the guns.
Scott will get blamed, and Nubs will get his too, and Moose better watch himself because he's on thin ice.
Yeah, if they kill Moose before they kill me and Paul, I'm gonna be upset. Hey, who fucking running this joint? Huh? I'm the real threat.
Kind of undermines the
right.
Kind of undermines your whole thing if everybody else is getting knocked off first.
Right, my ego gonna be this big, bro.
Don't worry, bro. I won't let him do you like that. If it starts looking weird, I'll take you out for your own.
Yeah, throw me out the bus.
The channel will live on, right?
That's right. Joe was a martyr. The man killed him.
Now you better stay alive, or they're gonna be like, you know what?
They're gonna be like, you know what to look for, right? They got into it on Jack's panel. He threatened
Hey,
Bull.
Special K, thank you. I'm gonna receive those comments as genuine, and thank you. I've used to blog on my website, and I've written, actually, dude, that's probably where my plans are already at, on my website, jacktalcott.com, under the blogs. It's been quite a while.
If you've got a blog, that's fucking books. Like, you just stack that shit up and publish it.
Yep, and suddenly you're getting respect, right? Suddenly people,
It
ask you
doesn't.
that shit, and you be like, "Oh yeah, I got a 12 series, so and so. It's published, and so sells it." Now they got to shut the fuck up and listen to what's coming out of
You
your
can
mouth.
self-publish on Amazon, and people don't actually read books unless they're in jail, basically. So if you say you're a published author,
Yeah,
it
that's
could
all
be
it takes.
gobbledygook,
Yeah,
but
I agree with my man. Yeah.
you got the credentials.
Damn it. That's another confirmation I've been putting off. I have someone who's been encouraging me and offered support to get a book published, but what should I write about?
You've already
Blowjobs?
Oh, you are amazing, man. Golly, geez.
You can write about a few things. You can start off with that title you just gave, "Quiet Weapons for Silent Wars," or whatever it was you just said.
I don't remember. Yeah, no, thank you. This has been an inspiring conversation, and actually, some of these things have been said in the past too. So maybe it's just the time.
Any of your Talcottian thoughts, right? You can, if you just put it the right title on the book, right? You can just brain dump and call it Heaven's Ambassador or some shit. And people are like, what is this?
Deep thoughts with Talcott.
Oh, ending secrets and something. You said ending secrets and something. That would.
I wouldn't buy that book. I'm not.
Secrets.
But I would be curious about Heaven's Ambassador and who this fellow thinks he is.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know about this. Holy shiitake. A video.
Holy shiitake.
Who's EBT?
Oh my god.
With EBT, maybe I'd be better off waiting till later to see that. I am going to bring forward some ideas. Oh, that's where I was at. Does anyone know PowerPoint very well or have any tips, suggestions? That's what I've been trying to figure out again. And I don't.
Yeah, if you have text documents,
God and pornography would immerse himself, and then I'd be dead. He wakes me.
Do you still act in porn movies?
I help with the story, and I play a role.
But you still do the actual
Yes.
physical.
Not as much as I used to once in a while.
So how many porn movies have you been in the past year?
Oh, whoops.
Who, me? Well, I've done 6 this past year.
I thought I saw you. I had to keep rewinding, but the phone screen is so small, I wasn't sure. I was like, is that Joe Cool?
Yeah, no, that's me.
Nice.
Holy fuck. What's wrong with his
I
head?
have the world's record. I know that in a period of 3 to 4 years, it's been about 800 done.
I started thinking, if I'm following his way, wouldn't God want me to feel rewarded? So that's when I started focusing on massage and shit like that. And so I figure Jesus did the hard part, did the perfection. I'm just here to follow his way the best that I can. And to show him honor, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of my day every day.
As I said, I get hired. I used to get hired by the production manager, the casting agent. Now it's the girl who does it because of pirating.
Look at how much drugs Ron Jeremy's on.
The jack is much more. I prefer to be.
I landed on top of Ron Jeremy crowd surfing over the front rails at a concert. Fun fact.
You say you rode on top of him.
So this video is horrible.
He crowd surfed over Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, they threw me over the front of the rail and I landed on him and he helped me up and he had surprisingly rough hands.
Hey, dumbass.
But then I lost a shoe. He threw my shoe back to me. It was good times.
Yeah, rough hands.
Yeah, that EBT fellow sucks at making videos. That was horrible. How dare you equate that with the likes of Cot Flicks?
Yeah.
Platform.
I totally ignored the debut. Is it not worth seeing? Thank you, Paul, for doing that.
It's horrible. We just watched it. It's horrible.
That was terrible.
The editing was shit. I don't sure it made a whole lot of sense. Yeah, it was.
I was gonna say I haven't been a big fan of his work. Some of the others, man, there's some creative talent out there.
Yeah, that picture in the center of the screen is the funniest shit. I zoomed in on it. That picture, whatever that is in the middle, is fucking great. It's great.
I don't know.
Zoom in on that fucking pic in the middle, bro.
Wizard's
It's all
face
you
in the back.
motherfuckers like y'all in the jury or something.
Look at fucking Z with his glasses on. Oh my god.
That shit is so funny.
Look at this motherfucker.
I remember that.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Oh goodness.
Holy cows, man.
Liars. At the UN. Yeah, I'm high because this shit is funny as hell to me.
All right, sorry. I turned to I was paying attention to the chat.
Uh-oh. Should have done that, Jack.
Okay, please and thank you. I'm sorry, what?
I said you should have done that, Jack.
Well, no, I saw someone offering potential support, creativity, and talents. Hell yeah, I'm gonna investigate that, man.
Probably wasn't Scott, was it?
Blowjobs?
I was like, what's she look like, Jack? What's she look like?
No blowjobs. That's not part of it.
You don't know what God has in store for you, and it might be blowjobs.
Dude, I can't even remember what that's like anymore.
There's a gay joke in there somewhere. I just can't.
Oh my god!
It's in a little deeper, Joe.
Take a little deeper, try a little harder.
No,
go 2 knuckles deep.
There you go. There it is.
2 fingers, the second knuckle, and push up. Isn't that some Talcottia wisdom or something?
That's super descriptive, bro. 2 fingers, second knuckle, spin around, turn it up. Bingo! Ow!
And somewhere the poor fucker who really needed to hear that didn't write it down.
How about fucking, that made me think of Kanye West when he was giving not Khaled, Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa Wiz Khalifa had was smoking a weed that had the same initials as his girlfriend at the time, and he thought that Wiz was talking about the chick. He didn't know Wiz was talking about weed. And his ex came in, China, I think it was Black China, one of them chicks, the bald head chick. And she said, you better leave him alone, or else I'm going to tell everybody how you're always asking me to stick my fingers up your ass. And Kanye left it the fuck alone.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, that's the real thing. Really happened.
Whoa.
Yes.
So the scary thing about that is that from everything, like, what if it was as awesome as people say it is, and you could never go back to normal blowjobs, right? Like, wouldn't that be a fucked up situation to find yourself in?
Totally. That's the reason why you should never try it, because of, you find yourself in bathrooms somewhere with strange men, putting your asshole to holes and shit.
I mean, I don't know about that, but probably you could find yourself having to negotiate shit with your girl, like, look, just use a pencil. Right, like
right.
So
Joe, hold it over your head after that.
Joe, wasn't Black China with Rob Kardashian first, and then end up with
Kanye?
Kanye?
I've never seen an episode of the Kardashians.
No, I haven't either, but I do recall seeing something, and I don't remember whether it was a news thing or some shit like that. But I think he was with her. That's a weird thing. If Kanye, that's some strange shit. That whole family.
All of them do fuck with each other. And if it wasn't Black China, it could have been another bald head, bad dick broad.
Hey, I want to thank Lin Yen Chen for the recent donation. Thank you. May you poop in peace. Always, young.
Hey, tell us more about that Parmigiano latte guy. What's he all
Yin
about?
Yin Chin.
I know, right?
55-50.
The androgynous guru.
The yoga guy.
Parmesan Yogananda.
Oh, Paramahansa Yogananda.
It was a big transsexual. I don't know.
No, that one. That was golly geez. You know what? Can you guys think back? How many stories? How many crazy stories have you collected in your life?
Oh wow.
I mean, I'm just like
Several.
All of
right? Right? I think that's what we are. We're like these story collectors. We're here living through this time, and the goal is bring back a bunch of stories and memories.
Yeah.
We're all books of short stories.
I think so.
All right, I hate to be that guy because I'm the only Black dude on panel, but you made me think about something I saw today where they were getting rid of certain books, and one of the books was something about Rosa Parks and some other, I thought, innocuous book. They're getting rid of books again. I think that sucks.
But a lot of shit isn't actually innocuous. I mean, I don't know about the book specifically, but
right.
Of course, if you've got shit that's fuck shit, you're gonna say it's not fuck shit.
Agreed.
So
agreed. I looked up, I don't know, a week ago or something, the most banned books in the world, and of them were like, of Mice and Men, the Boys on the Island, The Great Gatsby, shit, Huck Finn. It was the book that's on every killer's shelf. The
Mein Kampf.
No. Not Mein Kampf.
The Bible.
No, this little angst-ridden kid, not Mockingbird. I don't know. It'll come to me in a minute.
Behold the Pale Horse.
Orange.
Fuck. Where's my
Bloodlines of the Illuminati.
Hey Siri.
The
Tell me
anarchist.
a list of the top 10 banned books.
Okay, I found this on the web for show me a list of the top 10 banned books. Check it out.
All right.
Never read Catcher.
Oh, stop it. Catcher in the Rye. Thank you.
Man,
Catcher
that's overrated.
That's it. That's the one I was thinking of.
I've never read that.
You're not missing much. It gets way too much. Like, it's just some angsty little fucking loser kid being angsty.
That's what's good about it, though, right? Apparently, he don't tap into cats like me and you. We wait for bad shit to happen to him. But if you're an angsty fuck, apparently that taps into you.
It was, people in charge of education and shit. Like, because I had to read that in high school, and I remember at 14 being like, "What a little kind of whiny bitch."
Yeah.
Holden.
I read it as an adult, and I thought, "What a whiny fucking kid! Where's the hero of this book?" I hope I don't have to rad with him because he's an asshole.
Right? He doesn't ever sack up. He just sort of mopes through the story.
Right, you put it perfectly. It's everything. It's everybody else's fault. Nothing's ever his fault, and he's an asshole. He left the equipment for the school on the bus because he's the equipment guy, kid, and he's blaming other motherfuckers for rushing him and shit like that. Like, nigga, you left it on the bus. That's the type of cat he is.
Yeah, I don't remember it. God, it's been fucking. How old am I? It's been like 22 years since I read that book. But back then, I was like just unimpressed with this dude. This ain't shit.
Well, thanks, Red and Brett. You got it. And I could see, man, how if you think the world is fucking you over, which, hopefully none of us, I've talked to everybody up here. We feel like we got to take responsibility for our own. But if you're the guy who blames the world on everything, I wouldn't do this if you didn't do that. If you're that guy, suddenly he's your god, he's your hero. You're right. These people are crazy. You get
the
this
locus
corner.
of power is outside of you, then that's where it will remain.
Right. Exactly, yo. Exactly. If you think the power is outside of you and you giving them motherfuckers power, I just want a list of the books. Okay. No. I don't want all this shit.
I think the book banning thing is another wedge issue.
Well,
but that's how I view everything, really. Like everything that's going on in the news, I view as a wedge issue. Like
you're 90% right. If it's made the news, it's being politicized, right?
And book burning is automatically associated with Nazis.
Yeah.
But if you look at like my daughter's in middle school, and I don't really want some of these activist teachers teaching her to be a communist trans, honestly.
Let me read some of these books, and you'll remember some of them. To Kill a Mockingbird, Catcher in the Rye, The Hate You Give, Of Mice and Men, The Color Purple, Beloved, Captain Underpants. I don't know what that is. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Brave New World, I Am Jazz, Out of the Darkness, The Glass Castle, The Great Gatsby, 50 Shades of Grey, Hunger Games. Interesting. Some of the shit.
Women's prisons probably had trouble with 50 Shades.
Right.
Well, the censorship, the
nice Freudian slip.
Yeah, wasn't that?
The book banning, all of this, it's division. Division creates confusion. Confusion creates division. And what you just said, you say in the news, it's all trigger stories.
It's boogeyman.
What can we use to get your emotions up? What can we use to divide you, get you angry?
Right. The boogeyman is coming. As long as we keep them thinking the boogeyman is coming, whether it be he's going to burn your books or take your guns. We
gun control,
step
racism, abortion. Abortion's a huge one. They will never end the abortion debate.
No, it's too good. Look like they're going to keep this racism shit alive for a while too.
Man, I grew up in the 90s, and there was not institutional societal racism back then like there is now.
I guess depending on where you are, because I grew up as an activist.
Personal experiences, right? But as far as a societal narrative and behavior, like it just wasn't part of the broad culture the way it is now.
Okay, it was in there. In the broad culture, I was fucking activist against it, traveling to fight that bullshit back then. So I'm well aware of.
I was in middle school in the 90s, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you're wrong and I'm right.
Right.
That's part of my Talcottian beliefs now.
That's all it is. Who was that? I replaced your reality and replace my own. The Mythbusters. I reject your reality and replace it with my own.
That's all any of us.
I saw it all on TV. They basically put that shit all on TV and news and fucking media, and that's the only way we would see it. If you don't watch it, you don't even know what's fucking happening.
Right. And now when they do portray it, they portray it in the shit light rather than portraying the real shit. They portray it as some white cop shot a black guy. That doesn't help me. It just brings the races further apart. Show me
that police brutality shit happens all the fucking time, right? So if they're picking up a story, there's a reason.
Exactly, and I hate it. Right, I hate it because we're gonna fall into it. Even they're good. I mean,
you're not wrong. They are pretty fucking good at it. It's frustrating because I find myself during the 2020 stuff, and I'm like having to defend cops sometimes, and I fucking hate that shit.
I've had to defend Trump and fucking Biden. I hate both of them fucks, bro.
Yeah, fuck them.
But somebody always beating up on Trump like Biden's a god, and vice versa.
I mean, how much displaced daddy issues can you place into Donald fucking Trump, right? Like
they're the same, man.
This is the guy. Fuck.
Hey, Trump Trump was a mistake from the past and a potential mistake in the future. But right now, the mistake I think we need to deal with is this senile man named Joe Biden. We need to address what is really happening in these lands.
Mistake is paying attention to it. It's a sitcom and a distraction.
Do you remember?
I think Biden's a demoralization agent, a demoralization character, and I think Trump is, going to manufacture a civil war if they have to. They really want a January 6th to be something besides a nothing burger.
Check this out. I think it's setting up. I'm sorry to be talk so fucking much, but I think it's setting up with that new JFK, RFK's kid, Kennedy. If he do run for president, his ideas. He is the Democratic Trump. He is like, I've got to get rid of the structure. We're going to get rid of big corporations, get the money out of politics. All the shit Trump promised coming in. This is what this dude is promising. Oh man, this is going to be a really dramatic fight. They're going to have people. They're going to be able to rape you and rob your children because you're going to be so enticed with what they got planned.
What if he calls for a debate with Biden? Is Biden going to be able to get out of that one?
He got out of most of the ones.
Not primary to his own party. He didn't.
He stayed in his basement, and then the moderators played block coverage.
Did he come out for a couple primaries early on when Kamala got shot down and shit? He was out there.
She's awful too.
But I'm saying he cleared the field to begin with, and then just sat in his basement for Trump and didn't come out. But
did he clear the field, or did he just sort of superficially participate in a few of the
what happened. We know what happened, but he stood on that stage and took some questions. Will he do it with RFK Jr.?
Well, if they pump enough Adderall and vitamin B into him, it'll keep him on for like 40 minutes tops.
They need a new fucking Biden to do this, or it ain't
I'll say it'll be one.
Well,
he'll agree to one because he'll have to from the pressure. I say he gets one.
I believe he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Bring in the computer generated
AI.
Bring in Cage. Do your best. Let's do it on television.
Biden, you look so much younger, Mr. Biden.
Hey,
why your earlobes look different in every picture, Mr. Biden?
Yes, Jack.
Well, I'm debating whether I should say what I want or if we should
just let it out, man.
Let it out.
I think we're all with the.
Say it, goddammit, say it.
Well, I'm thinking we should wrap it up because
that's the wrong thing. I don't know.
Where do you want to go? Where do you have to be? What do you got to do? Come on.
Well, this talk about the debates and whatever, what may or may not happen, I want to interrupt these fucking sick games before the next selection cycle. I think like I feel a bit of urgency in the fact that this shit's unacceptable. And every day we wake up and it's continuing. And I feel unfulfilled because I've not progressed towards changing.
Coming up with a solution.
Don't you feel that I feel it's unacceptable too that people still buy into the bullshit. Like to think that anybody could think Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, who owns Neuralink, who's a government contractor across all the boards, is the people's savior. Like it's just like, how can people believe this is reality? That's
WWE, man. It's fucking WWE.
It is.
Or that he's smart. You heard the dude speak. Like, forget that you've been told he's the genius and just listen to him talk sometime. Sorry.
No, I'm in absolute agreement with you. And I'm with you every day. I'm like the same argument with Trump. He's a billionaire. He's good at so and so. I mean, come on, man. I mean, we just got to assume if there are 100 billionaires in a room, 99 of them got them over the bones of other people, right? It was the one cool guy that got it in tech by mistake in his mama's basement. But the rest of them, they crushed a lot of souls and people. They're doing it the Walmart way, where the people don't get benefits and can't get the teeth capped and shit in order to get those billions of dollars. Fucking Jay-Z.
Blackmail is the currency of that sort of publicity, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, that's how I believe the world spins.
Yeah.
So, Jack, we got to get blackmail on the UN people. That's what we need.
Great. We have it. We already have the facts and the evidence we need the opportunity to present it publicly.
Wait. We have the
Yeah.
facts and the evidence to what? Because I think the
The
facts and the
truth of them
evidence
lying.
of the UN lying we're talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
of the corruption, of the necessity of change.
See, Jack is
That
talking on a bigger, broader base. We're just, I was thought he was talking about the UN. Jack is talking about generally speaking.
But I mean,
we
that stuff's
have the
out
facts.
there. People just, it doesn't have attention or care because people have their own lives.
Yeah.
Which
But
is really what it boils down to. People don't have
illusion.
the time or attention to deal with every,
We'd have to
atrocity.
package it well then, right? Which is why I get on Jack about his plan. The packaging it's super important. Nowadays we have short attention spans. We're video oriented, blah, blah, blah. If we're going to catch their attention, especially with something boring as peace and get rid of secrets, or whatever message I have is just as boring too, by the way, whatever message I have.
Ending secrets is going to be an up like that at a headline. That sounds unappealing to basically everybody. You're like,
But
I got
here's
secrets.
Hey, if I can.
Okay.
I
didn't
everyone
get that.
had
I
yeah.
thought it was great,
Maybe
but I
that's
see your
why.
point.
Maybe that's why I get so much resistance. Everyone's got their deep secrets they want to keep hidden. But
Never thought of it.
System.
Someone said something in that other panel I was on about, you really don't have to fight for truth. The judge of truth is the truth, and truth stands on its own. So people need to start accepting the truth, and we just need to present the truth.
Why
the
don't
truth
they?
The truth is we are all one human consciousness, different perspective, sharing one experience at this time. And so when we come together, the people we don't like, the people we do, when we all come together at this time, we're not going to allow our brothers and sisters to be murdered or put in cages. We're not going to allow them to sleep in the streets without any food or shelter. I think we're...
So what it looks like then is us few doing it ourselves. I think that's what it looks like.
I think it'll be a few that are first leading the way. And then as others are seeing that, holy shit, yeah, the world's been lying to us. Yeah, maybe we don't need all this fear or anger or darkness. Maybe there is better ways. They're going to see the light that we're sharing and see that, you know what? Even though it is, the cards are stacked against us, even though it is a challenge, we are bringing change. We're bringing forth the new.
Yeah, you said it. We will not allow our brothers and sisters to be harmed and robbed, or our homeless brothers and sisters to go unfed. You said what it looks like. It looks like us doing those things. Other people see it, which is your best teacher. Fuck will come out of a person's mouth, and then they emulate it, and we have bigger and bigger. We grow like that.
It's knowing your lane. That's what I said, like right at the beginning of the stream. Knowing your lane. If everybody takes care of their world, bro, we got the world taken care of.
Yes.
And then it doesn't matter who's got sitting at the UN. You can congratulate yourself on whatever you think.
Whoever it is, right?
Who even knows who it is?
Beautiful, but where is the limit to our world? Where is the limit to my world? Now that I know,
it can expand. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think it's defined, but it starts like with Scott cleaning his room and being a bigger lobster, and then it expands to come and clean in my room. But they're concentric circles. It's the Russian stacking dolls, whatever.
Hey, that's some bullshit. I take offense to that.
If you cleaned your room, the world would be okay, Scott. Damn you, Scott. You could have
Jordan
changed the
Peterson
world.
says make your bed. Get up first thing and make your bed. I fucked that up for 30 some odd years.
Yeah, that's what my chick is for.
That's I was just about to say that. You misogynist.
I give her a hard time. I'll be like, oh wow, the genie made the bed every fucking morning. I give her that. Oh wow, the gremlin made the bed while I was outside. It is rather than give her a credit.
And she'll make the bed before we get into bed because I fuck up the covers.
Wow, that's heavy.
But you know how girls are. Like they've
I
got
do.
they got all their pillows over there, and you have this
Yeah.
one ratty ass reject.
Yes, right. Yes.
Folded over 3 or 4 times.
Yes. No, that's my pillow. What? How the fuck didn't you even tell a fucking man? Oh, that's right. Yours is the down one. I don't give a fuck what pillow I sleep on. And you don't know where anything goes. As a man, if I think my headphones go here or this is my shit go in the fridge, I'm wrong. That is not where the ketchup goes. It goes over here in the fridge on this shelf. Yeah, headphones don't go there. They go in the drawer over here. A woman
See,
would tell
I don't
you
even
where
concern
everything
myself
goes.
with where things go. I've just outsourced all responsibility
Right.
for knowing this shit, right? Like,
right.
Or I think, like, I kind of feel like you don't feed the animals. Like, I don't know how to where my socks are anymore.
No, it's
in the morning. So
Where my
I'm
shirts?
dependent.
Do I got any clean shirts, babe? Do I got any clean white t-shirts? Yes, I put them in your bag. Or you're there in the closet. Babe, do you know where? Yes. Yeah,
Hey, I've made them aware. I've made them aware that I don't consent to their fucking mandate here. This paper that they sent me.
Are we still
Yeah,
talking
for that
about business?
comment. Yeah, I got a conference coming up in June, I think he said.
No, I don't
Said
think
he
we
would
left
text
it
me the
right now.
date of the conference. So, yeah, I'm saying fuck them.
What conference? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did I miss something?
They sent me a notice of assessment,
Who was
and they're
that?
trying to raise my property taxes up about
Okay.
about $10,000 fake.
I mean, I think that's an opportunity for you to. They raised it probably in your county, like everywhere else. They're raising.
They're
your property
trying
tax.
to,
You have-
yes. If you agree,
No, they're
to
going
it,
to unless,
yes.
they will unless you set
Yeah,
something
it says
to
if you
debate it.
appeal, and I appealed. I did the appeal.
And good. Yeah, because people can win those things. They just need to know how to do it. I used to be a loan officer, so these things are doable, but people just don't know. But
Like
yeah,
traffic light tickets, they say you can beat it if you go against it, but people don't know and everybody just pay.
That's the legal system's bread and butter, is playing to people's ignorance.
Pleading out. 98% of most of the places around here, at least 95% of the cases, plead out. That's their bread and butter is getting you to agree.
When you're looking, you don't really have a choice to some extent. You're doing a lot of gamble, not taking a plea deal.
Yes, this is why they stack charges on you, right? If they want you for trespassing, they give you loitering, disrupting, resisting, and then they tell you, you know what? Well, you just plead guilty to the trespass. And yes, otherwise I'm looking at 12 and 13 years for
I was
fucking
looking at
trespass.
15 years and I pled down to probation.
I feel lucky. I am so lucky. Oh, thank you guys. You run out of thanking them. And you still feel like you did nothing wrong, and you leave out of that thank you. That's how insidious.
Which
these
raises the
fucks
question: do you really have the right to a jury trial if it has that implicit cost of, like,
no? Right? You do not. You don't have the right to counsel either. If what they offer is the implied version, because you know what their counsel is, you know, their job is to put you in the system, get you to plead. That is not really counsel. You don't really have
court-appointed attorney. In 2017, when I was dealing with charges, a court-appointed attorney for my case profile, I think, got $379 for the whole case.
You know, they just trying to finish that in 15 minutes and move on to the next one.
I got raided 3 times, right? Like, the prosecution is not limited to $379.
That's crazy. It's unfucking believable, right? That's why they say, you know, if you got OJ money, you can get off with killing a couple motherfuckers. If you got my type of money, you know, you can't even afford to fucking walk in the street or trespass on somebody's property by mistake. Because I can't listen to all them fucking sirens and cars.
Hey, that's the key. I mean, that's what I've been learning more of. I do want to wrap this up, but
all right, cool. It sounds like I got some action outside.
Oh yeah,
all right, brother.
Lady, I have plenty of sirens later.
All right, have a good night. Let's wrap it up, guys. Please.
You've been trying for a while.
Be like that, but It is Friday night. I'm still single. I've got on a nice clean shirt. Maybe I'll go see what the nightlife is like tonight.
You do have your I'm at the club and selling cocaine by the bathroom sort of the open collar, the chain.
Hey, whatever gets them to draw in.
There you go, marketing 101. Hey, Scott, nice background. All right, I'll be the first one out. Thanks for having me on. It's been wild as always. And till next time.
Much love, brother. Thank you. Hey, I'm just actually, unless you got anything pressing, I'm going to throw you guys to the back. Any objection?
See you at karaoke night, Jack. I hope you join, man. I'd love to hear your voice. I know you got a voice there. You're hiding from all of us, sir.
I'm not singing until I'm inspired, and so until my muse comes into my life, don't count on me to be singing, brother.
Moose, is that over at Pineal?
Bee Gees, maybe? No Bee Gees.
No, actually, I don't know. Hey, I may swing back and catch up with you later, but I'm going to throw you out. Thank you.
Love you, Jack.
Scott, thank you, brother. God bless.
Ever since I can remember, you've been popping your collar, sir. popping your collar.
Peace, brother. Notice Bear, thank you. Anything on your way?
Not much, man. I'd like to talk to you about Fort Knox and the area and what all you did there and what you saw and more, something like that later on. But keep fucking pushing forward, man. I agree with a lot of the things you're doing.
Thank you. Swing back by again sometime and we'll reconnect. Have a good night, brother. Paul, are you still there?
Yes, Mr. Talcott.
Do you have any wisdom you want to offer before I wrap up on this one?
No, I'll just continue on where Pineal left off. Ever since I can remember, you've been working these hoes, and they better put that money in your hand. All right, I'm out of here.
Much love. All right. Brothers and sisters, thank you again for those who joined on the panel, in the chat, and maybe tuning in at a later time. We had, in my opinion, some great conversations, some interesting dynamics and relationships, and, talked about a number of topics. For me, the focus, what I think we did really cover a bit is sovereignty, freedom. Those were carryovers from my earlier part of the day. But brothers and sisters, the freedom is ours. Okay? It's ours to embrace. It's ours to protect. It's ours to share. We are free when we choose, when we accept responsibility, accept accountability, and become willing, right? Willing to stand on what's right, to be what's right, and to do what's right. And when we do that together, man, golly geez, brothers and sisters, I think there's a new world waiting for us, and it's like right there in front of our faces, waiting for us to come out. Anyway, I'm going to try and do this ending, and thank you all, brothers and sisters. Have a beautiful night. Choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear.